Hello and good morning. This is Joyce Odidison coming to you with the Legacy Building Podcast. So, are you building legacies today? Well, today's podcast is Do You Want to Live Forever? And you must be asking, Joyce, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Nobody lives forever. What do you mean live forever? Of course, I want to live forever, but I know it's not possible. Well, that's what I want to talk about. Is it possible to live forever? And if so, what does it look like to live forever? What does it feel like? How? In what route? Well, that's what a legacy is for. Our legacies live beyond us. So take a look around you. Take a look at the things in the world. Take a look at the things you use every day. And ask yourself, does the person who creates that live on through your use of it? I mean, we can even go back just recently. Take a look. If you turn on the light bulb, wow, someone created that. But what about, okay, well, you're not going to go out and create the light bulb. So what do? Well, you can live a legacy even if you didn't create something necessarily tangible. And if we think of people who lived forever, I'm just thinking, it's Black History Month, and I'm thinking Martin Luther King Jr. has lived. That guy has not died. He lives in all of us. Every time you turn on and you hear him speak, or you hear a recording of his speech, you see a picture of the mass amount of people he motivated, and the marches and the things he's done and the impact it's had, the lives it's changing even today. And you're like, this guy is still alive. He's essence. Yes, the physical body that he was born into, that housed his spirit, has long been gone and decayed. But the essence of who he is still with us. It's still with us every day. It's with us in everything we do. Every time we hear him, every time we look at a picture, every time we see an impact of something he's done, it's like, wow. Think of Mother Teresa. That's another woman who will live forever. Every time a story is told, every time she's quoted, every time a picture is seen, what does it do? It brings up memories of loving, gentleness, compassion to us. It reminds us that we are much more than we think we are. We can lend a helping hand even when we think we have nothing to offer. And I think that's where it is. It's that small thinking that keeps us imprisoned, keeps us from moving onto our next destiny, that big, better possibility that's opening up for us. It's amazing how much more we are and we can do than what we're currently doing, and how much we're holding ourselves back from doing the things we need to do and doing the things that we can do to make a difference, to have an impact, to really, truly go out there and build a legacy. So think around you, look around. Who else can you think of? Someone else comes to mind for me. And I think of Gandhi, right? And wow, this little man took on mighty England to get independence for India. My goodness, years and years ago, hundreds of years ago. And, well, not quite hundreds, but you look at the impact, the billions of people's lives that's been impacted all over the world because this person did something to make a difference. This person stepped out and said, I don't like what I see. I don't like what I am seeing, so I'm going to do something about it. Or I think here is an opportunity to make a difference. And I think that's what's really important. It's going out there and doing something outside yourself. And that's what building a legacy is. It's when we think beyond our circumstances. When we think not just about ourselves, but how we can make a difference. That's what legacy is. Legacy is consistently looking outside yourself to see who else you can bless, who else's life you can have an impact in, who else's life you can do something for. Is there something you can create, a program, a course, a book you can write, a story you can tell, a workshop you can offer? Legacies are built at one day at a time. They become what you're known for. They become your brand. They become part of what you're leaving behind you when this physical mortal body has been gone and decayed and no longer present. But the essence of who you are, the presence, the gifts that you've been given, that you can leave as a legacy always, always, always. Amazing the things we can do. Being a good parent is a legacy. Having a good, loving marriage with your spouse, living a harmonious life, demonstrating to your children that love is possible. Love conquers all. Love is giving and sharing and understanding and growing together. That is an amazing legacy you can leave for your children, especially in today's world where, divorces are 50% of marriages end in divorces, and 75% of second marriages end in divorces. So I want to challenge you to take a look at your life. What is your legacy? What do you want to leave behind you as a legacy when you are no longer physically on this planet? What spiritual impact, what essence are you going to leave behind? Is it one of strife and confusion? Is it one of regret, hurt? Or is it one where, even worse than that, it's a blip and no one remembers? It's like you've never been. You've left nothing. I think that's the most painful part, is to have been on this planet and to leave nothing behind. Nothing that we could remember you by. Nothing that we can claim you gift the human race with. I don't think that's the will of God, because God is a creator of people and things. He created. And so I think God has given each of us the ability to create and create something different, unique, with our own eyes, our own abilities, our own strength, our own insight. You and I will look at the same painting and we will see different things based on where your eyes go, based on what your thoughts are, based on your own socialization. So it's incredibly important for you to think about your unique gift for the world and how you're going to build a legacy and what that legacy is going to be. What do you want to leave behind? What does that look like? Who do you want to impact in this world? Now, granted, we don't all want to do something for everybody, but who is your tribe? Who is your tribe? Who do you want to leave something back for? Who do you want to impact in a big, bold way? So 50, 60, 80, 100 years from now, they will be able to call your name and say, this person, you, that is you, have left something. You have contributed. You have left an impact. You left this. You created this. Just you. I want you to just soak up that feeling. Think about it. That's what I talk about when I talk about living forever. It's about leaving that essence of you forever behind. That's going to touch this generation, but generations to come. People that you haven't seen. And you may be saying, Joyce, I haven't seen them. I don't know them. Do I care to leave something for them? Why should I go for all this work? Why bother? Is it that important? Why the heck would I want to leave a legacy? Well, I hope I've answered those questions, right? And continue to, because this legacy building podcast is about you stepping out, being bold, taking up your cross, and leaving a legacy, building a legacy. Something that's going to mark the world that you will hear. It's interesting because we know that we're called to do something amazing. We're called to do something just marvelous. And we put it aside and we keep waiting for the right time. And, when I take vacation, and we put it off. We put it off until we become desensitized to the nudges, to the calls, to the prompting. Because we've ignored them so long. They're no longer meaningful. We can continue to ignore them. And we go on living life every day the same way, and not realizing that we can carve out 15 minutes out of every day to reach out and touch someone, but most importantly, to leave a legacy that will continue to build future leaders and build others who want to leave a meaningful legacy. Because I believe, truly believe, that's your birthright. Your birthright. Yes, you heard me. You were born to leave a legacy behind. So, I hope you check out my other podcast at joyceodidison.com, where I leave my thoughts on this channel. It's the Legacy Building Podcast. And today's topic was, do you want to live forever? Very exciting, very interesting topic. I hope you go out there and start building your legacy. And remember, legacies are built one day at a time. Joyce Odidison here with joyceodidison.com. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope that you will listen again. Bye now.